Hi. Today's coffee test is going to pit two coffees against each other. Now, I've had these two coffees before, but not in the same test. So that's why I'm doing this video, because if I'd already done a video with these two together, well, maybe a second video would be fun, but I'm just gonna break new ground today. So first off, before we get into this, well, you know what? Let's just get into this, and I'll talk about some other things here. So today we have Folgers Classic Roast versus Folgers Black Silk. Okay, and so the reason I'm picking these two is because I tried Black Silk against Colombian, and I also tried Folgers Classic Roast against Colombian. And Colombian won out over this one, but Black Silk won out over Colombian. Now, you would say this might be redundant, and you might be right. But I would like to test these two against each other because, to be honest with you, I've not done that before. So leave me alone, okay? Now, today's sponsor is brought to you by Folgers. And so Folgers makes coffee. And eventually I'm going to get around to reviewing Folgers coffee, but I've actually not tried Folgers coffee, but Folgers coffee is made close to me. And I'm really happy that people went out and bought the Clark Cloud Steppers from my last video. I don't need you to go out and buy this because you probably already are. And chances are, if you aren't, then a diner you go to every Tuesday morning when you have your eggs and salmon probably serves it. So you're probably okay if you don't support Folgers. But I wanted to give a shout out just because I feel like they just don't get enough recognition on my channel. And so today's sponsor is Folgers. And thanks, Folgers, for being there for me in my most tired times. Let's go on to the review. So in the left corner, we have Mr. Classic Roast. Now, he's got a couple of things going for him. He's roasty, okay? And it's coffee grounds. And in the right corner, we've got Black Silk. Now, Mr. Black Silk has something going for him too, and it's roasty, and it's coffee. Cheers. Very well balanced cup of coffee. What can I say about it that hasn't been said already? It's got kind of a dirt flavor to it, but also has kind of a nice like roasty, medium roast flavor. It borders on burnt acrid, but it's not really, doesn't cross over. It's not that bad. Yeah, if I can come in early with a score, I'm going to give this like a 7 out of 10. But I may adjust that later on in the video. So now this is interesting because my coffee maker, so I made the first pot, and then the second pot I put I didn't turn it off, and I should have, but I put the filter with the coffee grounds in there, and then I poured the water in, and the water shot out and into the coffee grounds, and the lid was open, and it just went poof. And so I got some grounds like in this because it kind of went back into the reservoir and all that kind of stuff. But, I'm not scientific, and, this might actually provide a little bit of a richer coffee, but I can see a couple coffee grounds just, getting up on the side. You're a liar. You're a liar. You don't see them. Do you see this? You can't see the inside of my cup. Stop lying and just watch, okay? I can see them. You can't, so stop. All right, Black Silk. Okay, so I definitely kind of maybe brewed that incorrectly. Not totally, but like it's a little bit on the lighter side. But the flavor is still there, and I have had black silk I don't know how many times, so I can still judge it accordingly. A much better flavor. There's still a weird type of thing going on in there. It's like a clay. It's like clay. There's some clay in there. Um, I'm not a fan of clay flavors. I just am not. It's they come up in imperial stouts. Sometimes I don't like that, um, but this does have a little bit of that clay. But it is a better flavor and it is a lot smoother than classic rose. Now I think my first video I compared black silk against black gold, and black gold just smoked it out of the park. And recently at Walmart, my local Walmart, these went up in price. All of these canisters, these 9.6 ounce plastic canisters, went up in price. So these used to be hovering around $6 or $7, and then usually the what do they call it? It's like a certain series that they call it, the 1889 series or something. Those are the ones in those fancy little cardboard sealer containers. I have one in the closet, but those ones were the expensive ones. Those were, $11, $10, something like that. And so then recently, like everything else dropped. So everything dropped. So then the 1889 series went to like $9, okay? Or 8 something. I don't even remember. They came very close to this. It was like only $1, like within $1 difference. So it was like obvious, like when I go to refill a black Folgers type of coffee, that I would buy that one. But these actually shot up to around $11 at my Walmart, and the 1889 series went down even more. So we're looking at like 7 something for black gold versus 10 something for this, and black gold was so much better. So granted, I have this gigantic black silk Folgers that I haven't even opened yet. It's an unboxing video. I bet you didn't know that this was going to be an unboxing. I'm not going to open it for you. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not breaking the seal for you. I'm breaking the seal for me in my own time. Okay. But I like these containers, so, I'm probably going to, fill this back up with this tom-tom drum, and then I'll probably, keep it somewhere. And the only reason I bought that big canister was because my grocery store had this on sale for like $10. And so, or it was like $10.99, and I thought, no, it was $8.99. Actually, it was $8.99. I was like, man, that's incredible. So I bought this for $8.99. This is like, I don't know, a few months ago. So that's why I have that big canister. But again, when I am to refill my black Folgers, I'm going to go back for black gold because that one is really good. Anyways, let's review. I had to get more coffee because I'll tell you why. Because I think that I put too much water in this before. And I know I lost all my viewers, and that's okay. There's only one of you watching anyways. So I refilled with this. And then I also brought this out since I was talking about it. It's actually 1850 series. It's got the cardboard container that opens like that. Ooh, baby. So yeah, this is in my South Dakota showing. I'm a South Dakota boy. I said 1889. That was when our state became a state. But 1850, I guess, is the name of that one. So Hot. Yeah, that one's good. I like Black Silk. Definitely not as good as Black Gold, but I like Black Silk. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. I'm going to try this again, though. No. Like, this is good by itself. Like, I have not had Maxwell House, or there's some other cheap coffees I have had, but I really firmly believe that for a cheap coffee, for one that you can buy for, you buy it in bulk. I mean, this, like, there are canisters that are like this, you know what I mean? And restaurants and all this kind of stuff, they buy it, or they buy like packs you can put in there. For a bulk diner coffee, absolutely a good choice. I mean, when you look at like most really popular mainstays of products are usually not that good. I think Folgers, being a mass produced coffee, this classic roast, pretty darn decent. But compared to a smaller batch like this, that doesn't get around as much, you know, Black Silk definitely beats it. But let's just get an official score here. You know, I'm going to stick with 7 out of 10 on that. I'm going to go 7 point. I'm going to go 6.7 on this. I'm going to go 7.7 on this. So, you know, if you're at the grocery store and you've been watching my video trying to choose while you're standing in the aisle, I feel bad for you. Yeah, man, it's okay. Just make sure you get out of the way of other people. It's kind of tough, but if you're trying to choose, you know, get the Black Silk, even if you're not a dark coffee fan, because it's gonna taste better to you. It's probably gonna taste better with creamer. It's probably gonna help you get the cable stations you've been looking for, but you can't quite do it by yourself because you can't adjust the antennas correctly. It's probably going to help you get that first date that you've been looking for. And it also helps you have confidence, right? Lots of confidence and lots of greatness. So Black Silk, there's a lot in this package. Classic Roast is just coffee. Doesn't do much. Doesn't do anything. It just sits there. So, you know, Classic Roast if you want to be a wiener. Black Silk if you want your life changed. Bye.